All right, guys, welcome back.
Sick segue.
We are back. Game number 9 here on the Will Cheese Fail Coldcast Marathon 12.
Yeah, Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yeah.
Hit me up with the sound of a refreshing can of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, hit us up with that sponsorship.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Starting down here in the bottom right position, Frodo Leggins. And up top left, we have Terrells. I think that's Terrells, right?
Sure.
Terrells.
Yeah. Terrell or Terrell Z?
We're going to call him Terrell.
God only knows. StarCraft names have gotten so weird. There's like some people are taking up like the Korean naming convention where they'll take like a name and then they'll just capitalize one random fucking letter in it for no reason at all. Like the Koreans will take like a perfectly normal word, like orange, and the last, like the E will be capitalized, and then it's like, oh, that looks awesome. And then everybody else does that shit now. And then you have like the North Americans trying to make like, you know,
they have Tom
and bad Lord of the Rings jokes for names.
We have a proxy hatch over here for Terrell. Man, we've been seeing a lot of proxy hatches today so far. Most Zergs, I mean, I don't know what else you can really do as a Zerg in terms of cheese. I mean, I
don't really think there is much. I think it's just variations of a proxy hatch.
Yep, we've seen it. We've seen it with spine crawlers. We've seen it with just lings. Seen it in the past with banelings or fast roaches. So there's different variations of it, but I think at the core it's kind of all the same. It doesn't really do a whole lot unless you can surprise your opponent, and unfortunately, there will be no surprise here. 2 cannons are going to finish. What you want to do is just
hold on.
Focus
Are we talking about that being a proxy? Dude, that's outside of its own base. Oh, fuck! Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, fuck.
How did we get this job?
I don't know. It wasn't given to us. It just happened.
Why did anybody allow us to do this job?
Stop giving us money. Stop watching.
Why?
We do not deserve it.
Oh my god. So anyway, that's a cannon rush and a perfectly normal and standard expansion.
How did we both like not realize that?
I don't fucking know. There's a proxy friggin' nexus.
And the funny thing about it is, there's probably people watching right now that probably didn't even notice it either. They're just like, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, no, and then they're like, oh fuck. And then there's probably people that were watching that like, what the fuck are these guys talking about right now?
Oh,
I'm just gonna let this go. I'm just gonna let this go and see where it takes us.
Yeah, if we had the fail sign, this is where you'd put it in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Fail.
Oh my god, that was just brutal. Well, the cannon rush. Well, it threw me off because this dude had a fucking nexus here, and I'm like, okay, well, it was just, I don't know, dude. The guy expands. That dude's natural.
I mean, I've seen this a million times before on LAGTV, and I don't know if I have a reason for why you wouldn't do this. If you're gonna have a nexus there, fuck it. Just mine some mineral. Maybe don't put all of your probes there, but you know, if you've got a handful, really, what's the downside to that at that point?
Well, let's see what the Zerg's gonna try here. He's getting the roaches out. He's not really in range of anything. It's not like he's trying to get gas. This stuff is gonna go. Well, he's gonna keep these 2 roaches alive. And he's going to work his way across the map. Unfortunately for him, he's going to run into another wall of cannons. He did get 1 drone out there, so he does have a second hatch himself. Layer tech is going as well, 50% done. Pardon me. The Protoss getting 2 Stargates. He's going right into double Stargate, and he's doing it right at the Zerg's base. So he's taken a lot of risk here, basically putting his whole base on the line outside of his opponent's natural.
This is literally what I said, the only thing you don't want to end up perhaps doing, and that's what he's going to do. So let's see if it ends up working for him. It's a bold move, Cotton. I believe would be the appropriate line for that, but, I mean, really, why not?
Well, he's just going to need to get a mothership core over here and start letting that have full energy. At some point, he's going to realize that the Zerg is going to get frustrated and try and bust his way out. I'm not sure.
Or, you know, just use a Nidus.
That too. One way or another, he needs to get this mothership core out. Because if he loses a pylon here, okay, he's just going to stay in the range of all the cannons.
Shoot the cannons, not the pylon.
There you go.
Then awkwardly stumble around the side.
There we go. Okay, so he's going to clean up all these probes. Very nice. He might be able to pick off this as well. He can pick off that pylon. But he's going to get out 2 Void Rays, and this attack is going to come to an end. Unfortunately, those come out there, and that is all she wrote for these roaches.
That actually, I mean, that very few things truly hurt my soul. That hurt my soul. I just watched a large number of roaches run down the ramp. Ignore the fact that there are literally, like, at the time, I think that last pylon just finished, if I'm not mistaken. But even then, at most, 3 pylons powering both the cannons and the 2 Stargates, which at the time were producing Void Rays. He could have destroyed all of that and wiped this entire base from the face of the earth, and instead he decided to do a fucking polka at the bottom of the ramp for a bit, walk around to the side, allow the Void Rays to be produced, lose all of his units, and now he has 4 or 6 Void Rays at the door of his main.
Yeah, it wasn't very smart at all. I mean, at the very least, he could have just bypassed this and ran in behind and killed off even more probes, or, you know, focused down on this pylon, or even tried to take out the Nexus. I don't know, try something a little bit more productive than what he did. He is going to take out 1 Void Ray here, and I like that Terrell is going sort of a hard counter to the Void Rays. Yes, Void Rays are still strong. They can still kill Hydras, but if you get enough Hydras, you will overpower those bad boys if there is no ground units such as, you know, charge lots or even just regular zealots, adepts, anything that's going to soak up some of the DPS. Over here, though, Frodo Leggins finds the second base.
He had a macro hatch, I guess is what that would have been?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You know, the best time to have a macro hatch is when you have absolutely no macro to go behind it.
It's the best, always the best time.
Hey, because it becomes a very expensive lawn ornament.
Yep.
That looks like you're doing something with your minerals, but in reality, this is.
He just threw it all.
This is some advanced stupid.
He just threw it all.
This isn't your regular kind of stupid.
You just threw it all.
It's advanced.
Just put it in. Well, you're not winning anything today.
That's Wood League play, Grandmasters level stupid.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
That's all I've got. Really, that's literally all I've got. I'm gonna drink some more Coke. That game was some shit.
Yeah, it wasn't all.
You know what isn't shit though?
I guess the best part about that was our fuck up at the start. I mean, that was.
So there was some entertainment. And there's some entertainment in there. Pretty good. But otherwise, holy shit, that game is bad.
Well, I guess we will we'll call it right there, and I'm going to ramble on any longer. Let's just erase this from our memories and move on to the next one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.